you talked about Netanyahu and him bringing up Haman and the book of Esther. Is there any direct connection between Haman and Amalek in the Old Testament that you know of?
Yes, it's right there in Esther chapter 3 when Haman is first introduced. It says that he is an Agagite. Um, and if you look back to First Samuel, when Saul had the opportunity to wipe out Amalek completely, he almost did it, but he let the king go. The king's name was Agag, and so he was let go, and Samuel really excoriated him for disobeying, for not doing the full job of finishing out the Amalekites when he had the chance. So Agag was left and had sons and daughters, and Haman um, is rose up to power in the book of Esther, and he was an Agagite. So Haman um, is now a name that is honored in certain quarters, and this name Haman has carried forward in time and is absolutely present today within the nation state that we refer to as Iran. Uh, and it's if you don't mind, I'll just jump to this punchline here. It's present today in Iran. Everyone's heard of the Ayatollah Khamenei. Everybody. So his name, the Ayatollah, is his title, and his last
Mhm.
name is Khamenei, which is spelled Khamenei. In other words, he's got Haman right in his name. Uh, and boy, does that individual hate Israel and wants to destroy it.
Yeah.
So he's taken on that name of Haman, um, and so that is what Netanyahu was referring to when he says Haman. Haman is still we have to fight against Amalek. We have to fight against Haman. It's still present within the
Right.
regime that controls Iran. We're not at war against the Iranian people. We're not at war against the Gazan people. We're at war at Hamas, and we're at war with the Iranian regime that is supplying resources to Hamas that allow Hamas to do the bidding of Iran without having to spend the direct energy to do it themselves.
Yeah. Now, Hamas, Haman, Hamas. They're fairly close in English, at least. Talk to me about the meaning of the word Hamas in Hebrew, for example.
Yeah, it's so funny how similar the languages are. Arabic and Hebrew have some crossovers, and the word Hamas. I mean, if you look it up on Wikipedia, the first thing it'll tell you is that it's an acronym. But it's more than that. It's a word. It's an Arabic word, and the word means zeal, and it means strength. So
Hmm.
when Hamas takes on this, acronym, and they enjoy being referred to in Arabic as Hamas because it means that. It's a positive term. But in the Bible, and the word Hamas, I don't think it appears. It doesn't appear like um, it doesn't appear exactly, in this context of zeal strength. Instead, it's the other side of the coin. It's the dark side, um, because zeal and strength that is perpetrated for evil purposes. We have another word for that in English. We call it violence. We call it
Right.
violence or terrorism. And the first use of the word Hamas in the Bible in Hebrew is for the word violence. It's Genesis chapter 6, verse 11, and then in verse 13, when God is saying the whole earth is turning corrupt, everyone has turned to Hamas, which is violence. So we translate it violence in
Wow.
English twice.